Hi guys, my name is Alex K, and I am self-deporting. Um, so here's the thing. My family is Polish. My great-grandfather Alexander Kotowski came over in 1920 from Poland to work in a meatpacking plant in Chicago, um, where he met my great-grandmother. They married and had kids, and yeah, yada yada. So what I didn't know until recently is that my grandfather may have come over illegally through Canada to escape and avoid these literacy tests that the country had, well into the 1920s. So, 3 years ago when I was in college, I went to a lecture about immigration, illegal immigration in the 20th century. And after the lecture was done, I called my mom, and she told me that my great-grandfather, her grandfather, had come to this country illegally when he was a young man. And he lived and worked here illegally in Chicago. And my mom wasn't even sure that he had ever even applied for naturalization, that he was just sort of squatting in Chicago working as a meatpacker. I love family history. I love genealogy. It fascinates me. Um, so I went online. I went to Ancestry and a bunch of other places, and I searched for Illinois' naturalization records, and I searched for voting records in Chicago. I searched for census data, and I couldn't find anything. He never voted, not even once, unless he did under a different name. But anyway, he didn't even turn up on census data. Now I know that sometime in the late 20s he changed his name from Kotowski to K, to simplify it and make it more American. But I couldn't even find that listed until my grandmother was born, and then they started showing up. So here's the short of it. What I've decided to do with this, knowing this part of my family's history that's kind of shameful, is I've decided I'm going to self-deport. And I've met with other people my own age who are in similar circumstances. And they've helped me realize that I have to do what I've got to do. I have to leave the United States and try to come back in legally as a naturalized U.S. citizen. I've been praying a lot about this, and I can't condone any illegal immigration in this country. I cannot live with myself knowing that I am a beneficiary of my grandfather's illegal actions. Immigration reform, we need immigration reform, and it's going to be a long time before there are going to be enough Republicans that realize that and that can do anything about it. Immigration reform is about protecting the generations of Americans who came here the right way, not the wrong way. In the end, immigration reform is about protecting, your schools and making sure that your hospitals aren't overflowing, and making sure that your taxes are going towards things that will help you benefit. This is about crime in your community and keeping it down. And those people who flaunt the law, who break the law, should be held accountable. And those people who turn their heads away and say that there is no problem, that we don't have a problem with the illegal immigrants in this country, should be held accountable because they're wrong. So, I know this is going to be hard, but I'm ready for it, and I'm prepared. And I'm going to self-deport to Poland on July 4th, 2012. I have a lot of work to do. I've just come to this decision. But I've been in touch with a cousin who, on my mom's side, who still lives there. And I'm learning Polish. I'm using Rosetta Stone. Dzień dobry, jestem Alex K. Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Alex K. Or Milo me. Good morning. It's a little rough, but yeah, I'm going to keep working on it. And I'm kind of getting excited about this. I've always wanted to travel, and Poland is apparently really nice in the summer. And I'm going to go there. I'm going to stay for a little while, and I'm going to apply to be a U.S. citizen. I'm going to, hopefully, I'll be able to come back and be here as a proud American. I pay taxes, and I love this country so much. It has given me so much. But I have to do the right thing. I have to hold myself to a higher standard. I don't expect all the Mexicans to self-deport. I don't expect these people to do the right thing. I mean, they probably can't even afford it. But I can. I can afford it, and I can do the right thing. And I can make an example for the rest of the country of what it means to be a citizen, what it means to be a patriot. So that's what I'm going to do. July 4th. I'm going to move to Dansk. So I just wanted to tell you guys this, see what you thought. Moral support or not, I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. So thank you for listening. If there's anyone else who's going to Poland or knows anyone in Poland, I'd love to get in touch. Yeah, you can message me through. I'm going to make a Facebook group, and you can message me on there if you want. So yeah, thanks for listening. God bless you. God bless America.